Hello everyone, I am Melissa and I will be your instructor. And today we have an interesting topic which we should dwell much more upon it. And first of all, I'll show you some photographs and you tell me what the thing is what is going on in the photographs, and I want you to write them down. I'll give you 1 minute after each photograph, and I want you to guess. What are the what causes to the occasion, and if you have any solution to that problem, please write them down because I'll ask it after I show the photographs. Okay, now let's start with the first photograph. And yes, 1 minute is up, and the second photograph, and the third photograph. And yes, can anyone tell me what's wrong with the first photograph? Yes, there is a forest fire. That's great. And the second photograph is with, yes, there's an air pollution. That's correct. And how you get that there's an air pollution? Because the sky is dark, like dim, and the guy is wearing a mask on, right? And the third photograph is there's a toxic waste, right? That's great. So far, so great. And now we have a reading text that I gave you. Like, please check it, and I want you to check the title first and guess the what the text is about. Okay. Yes, of course it's about environment. And now I want you to scan the text first, and then we will skip it. Do you remember what we were doing when we are scanning? We check the unknown vocabularies that we don't know. Okay, and please underline that vocabulary. Sorry, these kind of vocabularies, and let's skim it. Okay, and when we are skimming, we are reading the sentences of those vocabularies that we don't know, okay? And try to guess the meanings. And if you still don't get the idea of the text, or sorry, if you still don't get the meaning of the vocabulary that you don't know, please write them on your notebooks, okay? Now, yes, I'll give you 5 minutes for this. Great. Now that we complete our first task, the second is, let's read the text first. Okay, so in each paragraph there is a one problem of our environment. Sorry, one environmental problem. One environmental problem, and also the paragraph gives us the solution. Okay, so I want you to underline the main focus of the paragraphs, and I want you to list, please note down, like you just basically you just simply underline them. So I want you to underline the cause and solution in each paragraph, okay? And you have like 10 minutes to read the text. It would be enough. Okay, great. Now let's list the occasions on the board together. Let's do it together. So Karen, would you like to give when? Like there, for example, the first paragraph is talking about air pollution. Yes, and what do you remember? Like, can you check what it is suggesting to us? Yes, it suggests us that the firms, the companies should use a filter for their firms, right? That's great. That's a solution. That may be a solution. And And let's add these ideas on the board. Okay. Like, I assume that I wrote these ideas on the board. And now I ask you to work in pairs. Now that we brainstormed, now that we listed the ideas, not like ideas, and we wrote them on the board. So I think we have now enough knowledge of environment, the environmental damage, okay, the human impact. Now we all know about it, so we should like, now we have a competence to write about it, sorry. And yes, now I asked you to work in pairs, writing, like you are going to write a 5-paragraph and 5-paragraph essay. And now I want you to write a thesis statement for introduction, three topic sentences for body paragraphs, and 1 concluding sentence for the conclusion part. And that's why I'll give you like maybe 8 minutes. No, that's too much. 5 minutes. I think that will be enough because you're going to work with your pairs. And please write them down. And after you complete this task, we will write them on the board so that everyone can have an idea what is like, how is it going to be like. And yes. And who wants to read their thesis statement? Yes, Adrian. That sounds good. You said this paper examines 3 environmental damages given by humans, analyzing the precautions and the aftermath. That's good. You are so clear with your thesis statements, like thesis statement. You clearly stated that we will talk about 3 different environmental damage given by the humans, right? And you also said, what can we do for it? Precautions and aftermath of it. That's great. And your topic sentences are about air pollution. Yes, the first paragraph is going to be about air pollution, and the second is about toxic waste, and the third is maybe what you said, recycling. That's good. Like that's good. And maybe like, does anyone have any other idea? Global warming. That's a good one. And now please start writing down your essays. You just start writing your paragraphs, and I'll give you 4 to 5 minutes for this task. And after you complete the task, we will have a peer proofread, okay? So, yes, I'm just waiting for it, and should you need any help, please raise your hand and I'll be there. Okay, now that we completed our task, please switch the papers. Please switch your papers with your peers. And like your peers, like every one of you, will check the grammar, spelling, and vocabulary that your peer used in their papers, okay? Great. That's all for now. Thank you for listening. Bye.